question for you. So have you ever taken some kind of presentations course, let's say in the past? Maybe you learned a few useful things, but you weren't really transformed into the kind of speaker that you'd like to be. Let's say the kind of speaker who cannot wait to get up in front of a crowd, or the kind who people cannot wait to hear speak, right? Maybe after being coached on your public speaking skills, you still try to avoid having to speak in public. Maybe you get nervous and you deal with like sweaty palms or the inability to get a deep breath while you're speaking. Maybe your legs start trembling when you're up there, right? Maybe you don't hate giving presentations at all, but you still don't feel like you consistently hit home runs when you speak. So if any of this sounds familiar, let me first tell you, you are not alone. In fact, a lot of people call me up and they say, Matt, I'm really good at my job. I'm still not as strong in this arena as I want to be and as I need to be. A lot of them have either taken a presentations course or they've been coached in the past, but it didn't truly transform the way they present or genuinely change the way they feel about presenting. So here's the thing, traditional presentation courses are good in certain ways, but they fail in two really big ways. First, they typically force you to cram a ton of information into your brain in like 1 or 2 sittings. Nobody can ingest that much information, much less remember it all long term. And secondly, you can learn a lot of great stuff from a book or a class, but truly being transformed in your ability to construct and deliver powerful presentations, it just isn't something most people can do on their own. You need someone walking alongside you, helping you practice, helping you tailor what you're learning to the specific kinds of presentations that you give. And not only that, but you need to be able to walk this journey at your own pace and according to your own schedule, right? All those reasons are exactly why I created this truly one-of-a-kind presentations program that creatively walks you step by step through every aspect of the public speaking journey and in a way that literally transforms you into the kind of presenter people can't wait to hear speak. I mean, how would that feel, really, to be that person? So in my program, you'll learn really simple techniques for calming your nerves when you're presenting, for projecting confidence and credibility when you're speaking, for conceiving and building the kinds of presentations that just get results, that get your audience to think differently and to actually act on what you tell them. You'll learn how to grab your audience's attention and actually keep it, how to stand and move in ways that propel your message forward, and how to use your voice to really command any room you're in. Now, there are a ton of programs out there, a ton that will promise to teach you a lot of what I just mentioned, and they'll do a decent job, they will. But I created this program because none of those programs allow you to learn, number one, at your own pace, and number two, in a way that actually transforms you to the point at which you never go back to presenting the way you once did, ever. Now, there's a reason why executives at companies like Dell, Capital One Bank, Goldman Sachs, American Crew, even NASA come to me for coaching. It's because they know that people who can communicate clearly and with confidence are statistically presented with more opportunities, more money, and they just genuinely walk taller in the shoes. I've been doing this for 2 decades, you guys. I know what it takes to turn even the most shy, ineffective speaker into a rock star presenter for life. And I mean, come on, if you're gonna spend money on a program to learn a new skill, it should be a program that changes you for the rest of your life. Now, gotta say, if you're hearing all this and you're thinking to yourself, I mean, I kind of want to become a better speaker, but it's not terribly important to me. If that's you, this probably is not the program for you, and that's okay. But if you're watching and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I want to become a strong communicator. I see the value in mastering this skill, and I'm willing to put my time and my resources behind it. If that's you, we should talk. This kind of training, I'm going to be honest, it's not inexpensive and it takes effort, but if you're willing to let me come alongside you to help you become really strong in this arena, My clients will tell you it's a journey that you will end up being so incredibly glad that you took. I promise you that. So, on the one hand, you can keep dreading having to give presentations, keep dealing with all the nervousness that goes along with it. You can keep walking away from the presentations you give, kind of wondering if you even came close to hitting your mark. Or you can decide that you'd like to at least explore taking a step in a new direction and just book some time on my calendar for us to have a conversation. That is all it will be. I promise you. I have zero desire to try to sell you something that you either don't want or that you don't need. It's not in my blood. I have no reason to do that. I am here as a resource for people who genuinely want to explore becoming solid, skillful speakers for life. If that's you, go ahead and click the link below, pick a time, and let's chat. I look forward to it.